What kind of successes do you find like business owners, entrepreneurs have when they launch their own podcasts? Have you got any examples?
To a company called Detected, who are in the financial gateway space, but the founder there, Liam, used his podcast, which is called Not What I Expected, because he ended up in that industry as a background as a former professional rugby player, not knowing anything about, financial gateways and such like. He used it as a tool to get in front of decision makers who he could do business with. So, we've had guests on the show who've been like, the head of Visa, the head of Barclaycard, the head of MasterCard, and other organizations that people wouldn't have heard of, but of that ilk. And he put out a post the other week and he said, we've just done a deal with, basically think of Amazon. If Amazon came up with a brand new product and that product was your product, they decided to partner with you, and Amazon decided to sell that product across the world and no one else was selling that product except Amazon. Think of it like that. You go, that's what this organization have done for us. And I've met that organization through getting their head of compliance, or whatever the title might have been. I can't remember exactly now, but getting that person as a guest on the podcast, getting to know them, by the end of that hour, by asking the right questions, his guests know, like, and trust him. And he's managed to find out, through asking the right questions, what challenges that business has got and how his business, Detected, can provide the solution for that business. And I always say to everyone, look, even if you can't 99 times out of 100 provide the solution to that business, you still placed yourself as a thought leader in that space. You built brand awareness, you're building your network. And he's only done 9 episodes to date, yet to have that kind of a deal come off the back of that show. And I know, that's the big one that he made a post about, but equally from those 9 guests, he said he's done other deals, through guests that have come in the show as well. So for me, that's exactly how I would be using a business podcast myself. I would be using it ultimately as a tool to generate relationships, which can generate leads and prospects and ultimately sales for your business.